Hey folks, Mac T back, and we're going to go ahead and cover our HID factory OE headlights on my 2011 Ford Edge. There's a few things that we want to go over because there could be more than one failure in this HID headlight system, and we want to make sure we cover all the bases, plus show you how to remove this headlight and make it simple. So let's go ahead and start. First things first, we want to check our fuses. Yeah, it's real simple. I went over this in another video, but hey, 57, 20 amp, left side, 78, right side. So as you're sitting in the car, left and right, remember that. But these two fuses, the yellow ones, on your fuse block will be the ones that control your HID. So you want to check to make sure they're not burned out first before you start going crazy and doing other things. But this is your HID fuses, 20 amps. The next point of concern is your ballast, which is right here. And in this case, Ford uses the Orsam, and that's the ballast that you're going to find on the side of your headlight assembly, bolted in all nice and proper. This is the cover to your HID lights, so you need to remove that cover, and as you can see, not a whole lot of room for the old hands to get in there. It's pretty tight, but you can remove it. But in this case, we're not going to be covering that part of it right now. We're going to be talking about how to see if everything's working. But the simple thing is, if the fuse are working, then it's your ballast, and then it's your bulb. And you can check your bulb out and pull it out and see if it's not working. Now that's it. The lens won't be a problem. There won't be anything to really worry about burning out. You do have your turn signal side marker right here and everything else. But overall, that is your headlight. Now, if we're going to remove the entire headlight, you first must remove the front bumper clip, because you're not going to get at these bolts right here. Now, to pull these out, you need to take and release this 10 millimeter, this 10 millimeter, and this 10 millimeter, and that one. So there are 4 altogether, and this whole headlight will then just literally drop out. Release this one on this side. Rather tightening up. There we go. 1. 2. 3. And 4. And then the headlight just comes right out. And that's all you really have to do. And then you have the whole thing right here. Easy access. Get that plug unplugged. There we go. A little dielectric grease never hurt anything. So we'll get that plugged back in. Let's go check this out. Now, it's like I said, this here is your ballast, and some Zenal Electron or whatever, but this is your ballast that is a Ford Motorcraft parts. And this is your left one. As you can see, part numbers and everything else that go with that. But the beauty about it is, really twist that out. You can take that turn signal indicator out right away, and then you can also put a little something under that. You can then just pop this right off, and right here you have your Orsam HID light from the factory. I've never replaced it, but you know, so far we're talking 11 years. It's 35 watt, and it works. That's all I can tell you. So it's easy enough to get to if you take it off this way, but you can see it could be a bit of a mother bear to probably get access to all that in there. And then this is the connector to it. So this is the power plug right here for it. So when you plug it in, this is what's powering it inside. The aftermarket ones go through the back and plug directly into the lights, but this is the factory type that you have. So if you try to do something different, you'll have to see if the ballast will work with it, and then try to plug it in, but your connectors will probably be different in that aspect. But anyway, this is how you take the whole lens out, and it has the guide pins right here. These two little pieces right here guide it, and then when you go to put it in, you have this tab right here that will also guide it back in so that you get it in there straight. As far as adjustments or anything else on it, it's pretty well set by the factory. So when you put it in, that's how it is set. There's no adjustments on this whatsoever, up or down or side to side, that I can see that would adjust it. As you can see, the turn light is essentially the same socket as the brake tail lights would be. Same bulb and everything else, so it wouldn't be that terribly difficult to replace it. And it disconnects from the electrical socket also, so you can replace this whole socket if it burns out, because you can unplug it right here. Whereas this one here is your pin connector for your HID system, and that is what you want to check also for corrosion. In this case, no corrosion. We'll throw a little bit of dielectric grease in there, and I think we'll be set. Now, one thing we can do is we can take and throw a little bit of this dielectric grease on here. I like to do this for all my connections. Helps keep them in a good, healthy way. This is to the signature lights. Throw a little bit on there too. Just keeps that that water and corrosion and everything else from getting into that. And then this here, your turn signal light. You don't want to get dielectric on that. Holy cow, this thing's brittle. That is how brittle it is. It just broke right off. But anyway, we can take and put a little dielectric grease on that too. I did not mean for that to break, but you saw it. It literally just fell apart. So we can go ahead and put that in there and pray that it don't fall apart on me. So yeah, nothing to hold it. That clip just broke right off just pushing on it. But that is the turn signal, so we got that all done. Get these put away under the hood just a little bit so we don't get any rain on them. I've been having this hang out too. Get that slid out just a little bit. There we go. That's it. That's as simple as it gets, but hey, you got to take that bumper cover off to get the access. So now you have a big old hole in the front of your car and you don't know what to do with it. Fix it. That's all you got to do. Anyway, putting it back together is pretty much the same thing. Lining things up, putting the screws back in. So that is how you remove your front headlight, and it works the same way on the other side, folks. No difference. But anyway, if you like this video, remember, like, subscribe, join, all that good stuff. Check out MACTFORDEDGE on Facebook. Also, join MACTFORDEDGE on MeWe, because we have a great file section in there, and it is a growing group. But either way, my feet hit the floor today. I'm having a great day. I want you to have a great day. Band of One's always got some great music, and Mercy Girl always has something to say.
Thank you for watching MacT's videos, and remember to like and subscribe. This is a Mercy Go production.